Welcome back to another devlog. This week we'll be going over the user interface, short for UI in Tower of Chambers. Now there isn't a lot of heads-up display in the game, the reason being, most of the information are displayed on the menu screen. I'm not sure if that'll change later on, but for now the reason behind this design is because I want to allow the information to be presented only when the player wants. This means for a player who is only interested in the puzzle and not the stats, they can simply focus on the game without worrying about anything else. However, for a more hardcore player who wants a little more challenge, well, I have some good news for you. The game value brain over brawn, which means all the design elements reward those who value thinking before acting. Now, I'm not a big fan of punishment by death, because in a game, death is simply waiting for the level to reload. So, in order to challenge those who are eager to show off their brain power, I have added a step counter. This tracks the steps the player takes in the game, and yes, hopping does count, so no cheeky workarounds. The goal of this design is to encourage those who care about the stats to really think about their action before executing them. It's all about optimizing your movements to complete each puzzle. Another change to the UI from the previous version is that entries now display a more informative name. Prior to this, they were simply named entries 1, 2, and 3, and so on. But after doing several playtests, I noticed the player had a hard time finding the entry they wanted. I think this helps a little in finding the entry they want. Other than that, I have also made changes to the sound. Now I'm not sure if it will get changed later, but I thought the audio would need to be very subtle if I don't want the players to be annoyed flipping through the entries. But let me know what you think in the comments below. I think one major issue with the current menu is the brightness. I thought about using a darker color scheme, but haven't found any that fits the game's atmosphere. I looked into a blog from NieR's UI designer, linked down below, to come up with some design strategies that could remedy this. Maybe I'll add a slight vignette filter to the UI and see how it goes. Anyways, that's all for this week.